going to be... Ah, that was loud. So in we come, and here is the room as I find it. It's a new style room. It's been done up, it's been decorated. So this is going to be really interesting compared to my other Premier Inn reviews, because this room is completely different, but it's the same, if you see what I mean. So we've got the coat hanger thingies there, you know, just as you come in the door. Lights are operated by a light card, key card thingy. To this side, on my right, there is a full length mirror, which is always handy. And on this side, you've got the vanity with hairdryer, PowerPoint, and yep, a lovely bright light so that you can do your makeup and things. And then we've got the wardrobe section, which is open plan. Oh, these are nice. They are Premier Inn purple, and they're soft. So they're nicer than the wood ones, although not very easy to clean or wipe down, I should imagine. But anyway, then we've got the spare pillows, which I shall be availing myself of as usual. We have a proper tea station, tea and coffee making station. I'm still not keen on the fact that we have glass mugs instead of actual china mugs, and there's no glassware to drink cold drinks with. But never mind. And it's on a removable tray, but I don't think that's supposed to be taken anywhere. And then you got your tea and your coffee in the little box that I can't open. There we go. Which I think cotton wool buds should go in. And I've got a towel here, so I'm hoping there's more in the bathroom, because I'm not travelling alone. So far, so good. Now, that's my stuff down there. We ignore that. Big TV up on the wall. But in the old style room, along here would be like a long desk where you could put all your bits and pieces and charge your phones, and a light. You know, there's normally a lamp there. There isn't a lamp over this side of the room. That's a bit strange. And instead, we've got this table and this chair that looks like there's crumbs on it. But there's no lamp here. There's all lots of info, but there's no lamp. And then the window, that's going to be the air conditioning and the heating. And there's the controls. And then there's single bed made up, which is quite clearly would be one of those little sofa type things when it's not made up as a bed. And then double bed. That's purple. It doesn't look like it on this screen. I haven't tried the bed yet, so we shall see. We've got this table here that's movable, so that's handy because, yeah, this bed can have a side table. And there's socket, light. Can you see? There we go. You can see that's purple now. It's Premier Inn purple. I do like that purple. And lovely made up bed. Sheets look nice, or the duvet cover at least looks nice and clean. A different painting! Look at that. Now, I really like that. We're in Hastings, and that makes me think of seagulls. I like that. Well done Premier Inn. And I have a socket over here and a fixed shelf and of course a light. So I'll give you a bit of a look around from here. Yep. Curtains are closed because it's night time, but I'll give you a quick peek of what I can see from this window. Oh! And I've got a window that opens! Oh my god! If you've seen any of my other reviews of Premier Inns, you will know that I love an opening window. Yeah, it's restricted, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's close it for now because it is chilly, but how wonderful. So, window needs a bit of a clean. So what can we see out there? We can see there's a McDonald's. So this room is overlooking the front of the building, which means I think the A21 is behind me. So yeah, so it should be quite quiet tonight. And there's a car park. There's the car park there for both the Brewers Fayre and Premier Inn. And under this bit here, hold on, I can't get my finger in. Under there, if you drive under there, there's more parking. So, yeah, I've had worse views. Yeah, that's more like it. And I think I'm going to have the... where is it? Cheeseburger. I've just gone to plug my USB plug in. I know that's a plug, but there's USB connection, so that I can charge this phone. Oh gosh, it's dark because I've turned the light off. But I got to the socket and look, USB charger plug thingy. So yeah, that's a really brilliant addition to this room. I'm pleased with that. I'm sad I've lost the light, but I'm pleased with the addition of the USB plug socket thingy. USB socket, that's where I'm going with that. Now I've just looked across the room at the ones under the telly and they're not USB. Is the one over there USB? No, where you are.
I have, yeah.
Right, yeah, so I've just had it confirmed by my husband, who didn't know what I was just talking about, that the other socket on the other side of the bed is also USB doings. So, well done, Premier Inn. I was just sorting out the pillows on my bed. As you can see, the wardrobe space where the pillows were is now empty. So I was just sorting out the pillows, and I've moved the two pillows that were on the bed away from the head end. And I've noticed something that both me and my sister cannot stand when we go to a hotel or, you know, somewhere like this. And I'll show you. There. See this? See this gap? See this gap between the bottom of the headboard and the bed, the mattress itself? Look at this. Look. Now, that doesn't seem to be too bad at the moment, does it? But I guarantee that as soon as I'm laying on this bed, that will dip down and I will get limbs stuck under there. I've even stayed in places, I think it might have been the very first Premier Inn that I stayed in actually, that had a gap, like, you know, a big gap. And that time, I didn't just get limbs stuck under there, I got my head wedged under there. So tonight's going to be fun. I like the fact that this is a soft headboard. But, again, same thing that I was saying about the hangers. How easy is this to clean? You can't just wipe it down. And in hotels, you really do need easy to clean headboards. It's the next day and I've been for breakfast and come back and used the bathroom and things. I'll show you the breakfast towards the end. I wanted to finish the room tour before I showed you the breakfast, just to complete things, because I realised I didn't show you the bathroom yesterday, and we've used the bathroom a few times now and we've slept in the beds. There you go, and I can give you a sleep report. But let's look at the bathroom first. So the bathroom is here, and this is probably the loudest extractor fan I've heard. Ready? It's really quite loud in here. So, but it seems to be efficient. I'll leave that up to your imagination as to how I know. So here's the bathroom. Open the door. Big mirror. Looked clean. I couldn't see any problems. The bathroom is also upgraded. And I was particularly pleased to see this. It's not showing very well on the camera, but this is a glass screen. A glass shower door. They've done away with the stinky material shower curtains, which I think is great. Now, some people don't like glass shower screens or doors because of the risk of falling against them, smashing them. My husband is particularly anxious about them. You know, what if you slip in the bath and fall against it? That's my husband. Which I get it, I understand. One thing I was particularly pleased to see was the shower. The shower in all the other Premier Inns that I've stayed in has been a fixed overhead one. But no, this one has a detachable one, has one of these. So you can not only stand under the rain, you can wash yourself properly. Actually wash yourself properly. So that's good. And my husband used it and said that the shower was pretty good. I don't like this though. Can you hear that? That's plastic. They're not real tiles. I love ceramic tiles. They clean easier, they look nicer. I'm guessing that this is an easy way to hide dirt and grub, and the grout won't get mouldy, but it's plastic. Yeah, that's one of my complaints really, that it's plastic. Although it all did look really clean. But they're plastic panels. Plastic panel tiles that are fixed in one big panel. Oh well. Bath, standard Premier Inn. Clean. Although when I got in yesterday, and I was the first one out of both of us to get in, there was a residue, like somebody hadn't rinsed their conditioner out of the bath. And then, close that, we've got the sink as usual, little bin, toilet, and of course the usual lack of toilet brush. And the seat on the loo is too small. So yes, when you sit on the toilet, cold bottom. One thing that was good though is it's soft close lid. Soft and slow. So no clattering about in the middle of the night, waking up your guest or any of the other residents. So overall, yeah, bathroom was good. There was enough towels. The towels were originally there. We've used them obviously. And yeah, apart from the noisy air extractor up there, no real complaints. It was clean. Yeah. And as to how we slept, my husband was in this bed. We sleep separately because he's got a CPAP machine, and it's just much easier for him to be over here wired up and then I can be there spread out with my arthritis. He puts his CPAP machine on there, which is good because, you know, that table moved. And my husband said that this bed he had no problems with. Comfortable, clean. He certainly fell asleep really quickly last night. But what about me? How did I sleep? I didn't. This bed is very comfortable if you're sitting on it or if you're lying on it. Like if you're laying on it, laying back, propped up, watching the telly. I'm a larger lady and I've got rather generous curves. And this bed and most Premier Inn beds now I'm finding are just too supportive. There's no give. So where I stick out, like at the hip, at the shoulder, it doesn't go into the bed. So what happens is the bed pushes me into, like, I don't know how to do it. So there's me being curvy, and then the bed pushes me into a straight line, which means I wake up everything hurting. And pressure points from where my hip is digging in or on, because it's not going in, digging onto the mattress. And my elbow and my shoulder, all those bits and pieces, I just kept waking up stuck in a kind of broken Z shape. It is a shame because the room is lovely. Very recently decorated. It smelt relatively fresh when we came in. There was a slight, possibly disinfectant smell in the air, but wasn't disgusting. The room was clean. I couldn't see muck on the carpet. I know that there are people who do a trick of rubbing a damp cloth on the carpet to see what it picks up. I'm not going to do it this time because I'll show you. Look, to me that carpet is clean enough. I mean, I wouldn't roll on the floor, but it looks okay. And that's a shadow. That's a shadow. You see, that's my shadow. That's not a stain. That's a shadow. And one last thing. Let's look out the window and see the view from the window in the daytime. See the room from this window in the daytime. Right, the window is really quite mucky, which you can probably see. and that's probably from being so close to the coast and the A21. But this is the view. There's the car park for Premier Inn and Brewers Fayre. That's the rest of the Premier Inn. McDonald's is just behind that. Yep. And there's more car parking, as I said yesterday, through that gap. So, yeah, it's not a bad view. I've seen a lot worse. Your eggs are on the table.